This is San Diego's best aquarium, and in this video, I'm gonna show you around and tell you everything you need to know if you're coming for a visit. Okay, first things first, let's talk about where this aquarium is. In San Diego, it's located in the neighborhood of La Jolla on the campus of UC San Diego. In fact, right across the street from the Scripps Institute of Oceanography, which is right down there, just above the hill from La Jolla Shores Beach. So this is great to combine with a visit to the beach or a visit to La Jolla. First, let's get oriented. I'm gonna walk you through this aquarium in this way. We're gonna check out the tide pools, the penguins, the seahorses, the sharks, and then we're gonna come over here and walk through the Hall of Fishes. Now, most of this aquarium is indoors, but one of my favorite parts, the tide pools here, is outdoors. It's overlooking the beach, and they basically recreated what the natural tide pools here in San Diego looks like. It's even got like tides and waves that come into it, but you'll find sea urchins, you'll find sea anemones, sea cucumbers, fishes that swim around here, and they even encourage you to touch the things that are in here with 1 or 2 fingers. The sea urchins, they're pretty prickly, and the sea anemones, when you put your fingers in there, they actually grab hold of it like it's food. It's neat to see them like this, where they're all opened up. When you see them like out in the wild in the ocean, they're generally closed up because the water's gone away, so they close up to protect themselves. Now, the rest of the exhibits are off this central atrium where I started the video, and let's go check out the little blue penguins first. This is another outdoor attraction, and the little blue penguins are in fact the smallest penguins in the world. Home, Australia, Antarctica. They've got a big area that they can swim, but they all seem pretty tired to do that right now. Instead, they're just kind of like hanging out right over here. And this place is a research institution, so they give you a lot of interesting facts, like these penguins poop 145 times a day. On average. Now, just inside from the penguins is a pretty neat aquarium exhibit. This one specializes in sea dragons and sea horses. These definitely appear to be some of the newest, brightest, and cleanest aquariums in the whole spot. This is the one that has the sea dragons in it. Let's see if we can find one. And you can see one of those dragons hiding right back here, blending in pretty well with the rocks. And just beyond the sea dragons and seahorses, they've got this more museum-type experience for the little kiddos, comic book themed, to tell them all about the great oceanographic research that goes on here at the University of California, San Diego. And then just outside this other pavilion, there's this aquarium called Shark Shores that is all about the sharks and the stingrays that live just off the beach here in La Jolla Shores. And so, yes, if you come to the beach in San Diego, you want to make sure you do the stingray shuffle, because you'll find a lot of stingrays on the bottom of the beach. All right, so here we are going into the Hall of Fishes. I think it has such a great name. I'm gonna just kind of walk you through this without any cuts so you can see how big it is. In fact, it's not that big. It's pretty small as far as aquariums go, but there are a couple of cool things in here. Back in here, we've got a giant octopus right up there in the corner. We've got some sea stars that are back there, and fish. But what I really like, I like the jellyfish that are back here. There's a number of jellyfish aquariums, but this one kind of rounded that pops out. This is pretty cool, clean, easy to see the jellyfish that are in here. And I think it's all like the glass is pretty clean. It's not scratched up, so you can see pretty well into it. And then they tell you like, hey, this is a aquarium, you know, for Southern California or different parts of the world. Apparently, this is what a white plumose anemone looks like. I've never seen one of those out in the water, but then again, I'm not doing underwater scuba diving, just some casual snorkeling. This is the big aquarium in here. This is of the local kelp forest, or the seaweed as we might call it, but when you're out swimming at the beach in San Diego, you'll find a ton of this kelp that washes up on the beach, maybe catches your feet in it. Over in this tank, this is an aquarium of Mexico. Cabo San Lucas, Indo-Pacific. tropical seas to the right, the western Pacific Reef over here, which is definitely the more colorful of the aquariums, and another tropical seas right here. I just have to come over to this one because it's got the yellow fish in it right there. And then this one I like because this is the tropical seas. It's got the mangroves, these unique kind of trees that have like stilts or props for the roots that go down into the water. And there's a few more tropical lagoon aquariums on the way back into the main hall. And then back outside here in the front atrium, there are restrooms, there's a gift shop, and then just beyond the ticket gates, there's a small cafe, the Splash Cafe. So to know, nothing to eat or drink inside the aquarium, but a cafe just in front of the gates. If you're driving here, there's 3 hours of free parking in the lot just in front of it. If that fills up, you can park down on the street along La Jolla Shores Boulevard. Do make sure to buy your tickets ahead of time online because they take reservations and sometimes they sell out at certain time, so make sure you buy it ahead and don't plan to buy it here at the gate. All right, now that I've done 2 laps of the aquarium, once to look at it and a second to make the video, some final thoughts. I think this is San Diego's best aquarium. SeaWorld used to have some pretty good aquariums, but sadly a lot of those aquariums have just gone extinct. They find that the amusement rides are better to have at SeaWorld and bring in more money than the aquariums do. So if you're looking to appreciate sea life while you're in San Diego, this is your best place to do it. If you're taking a trip along California, the Aquarium of the Pacific in Long Beach, it's about 4 or 5 times the size of this one, more impressive. And so if you're in San Diego and LA, I might go to the one in Long Beach. If you're going up to Monterey, California, there's also a really good aquarium up there as well. But this is as good as it gets here in the southern part of Southern California. But now on the note of SeaWorld, if you are planning to head over there, you might enjoy checking out my travel guide all about SeaWorld. And if you're coming to San Diego, you should definitely watch my video about common mistakes to avoid in San Diego to make sure you have the best vacation in San Diego that you could possibly have. Well, fellow explorers, as usual, I won't say goodbye because I'll see you in one of those videos. Links are also in the description below.